Do you believe in horror movies? You know, movies like Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. No? Well, me neither. At least not until this week. I'll never forget it. It was just a normal day at a village near Seattle. Me and some of my friends were just hanging out and smoked a bit near a big forest when we suddenly heard someone screaming. It was a sharp voice. Maybe a girl or a woman. I remember the dialogue pretty well.
Hey, did you guys hear that?
Man, chill out. It's probably just a bird or something like that.
No way, man. That was a woman or a girl or something. We should take a look.
Relax, bro. You're overreacting. What do you think's gonna happen? Is Jason here waiting to kill us all with a machete?
I think Dwayne is right. I mean, that sounded really strange.
Kyle, please grow some balls and chill the fuck out. This isn't New York. This is motherfucking Redmond. No one cares about this little fucked up town.
You're right, but I still think we should take a look.
Alright, don't shit yourself. But I'm still pleading that it was just a bird.
So we went into the forest that was next to us. At first, we only saw a squirrel and some birds, so we split up to look around. We searched for a while, then we heard a wild scream. It was Dwayne who screamed, and he said,
Guys, come over here.
We all met together, and every one of us was stunned by what we saw. It was a woman. Her body and clothes were covered in blood. We could barely identify her face. She was mutilated beyond belief. After a few minutes of silence, finally Dwayne spoke up.
Oh shit. What happened to her?
I don't know, man. But she has some nice tits.
Shut up, Luke. She's dead. You hear? Dead!
Yeah, man, seriously. Do you want to screw a dead chick, you freak?
At least I could try. I mean, she doesn't look that bad.
Shut up, man. She's dead. Let her rest in peace.
Man, chill out. I'm just a man. It's not my problem all of you are such goddamn pussies.
What do you guys think we should do?
I don't know. Call the cops, maybe?
Alright, we can call the cops so they think we killed the bitch and then get punishment just because we called the fucking cops for this bitch. Great idea. Fuck your logic.
Mike is right. We should call the cops.
Who do you guys think did this?
A psycho? Or a maniac? Maybe just an animal.
Of course it's a psycho. You know what? It was Jason. No, it was Jason and Michael together. Come on, guys. We should go and never talk about this ever again.
Don't be ridiculous. I don't think the cops would blame us for this. We didn't call the cops. Luke persuaded us not to. But I was still pretty shocked. We ran out of the forest and we all went home. We all agreed not to get involved and go on like this never happened. I got back home at about 10 o'clock that night. Mom and Dad were asleep, so I went to my room to sleep too. I couldn't sleep. Nothing could bring me to. I just thought about the woman and her dead body. The scream. Her destroyed face. The blood everywhere. It made me sick. And when I finally fell asleep, I had nightmares. I only slept 3 hours. I was still shocked about the whole scene. When I got to school, I met up with my friends and we began talking about last night.
Remember, nothing happened yesterday. We just chilled around, smoked a bit, and then went home. Nothing else.
Why didn't we just call the cops, Luke? I mean, we didn't do anything to her. It's not our fault.
Very funny, Kyle. Now shut up, will you? We won't tell the cops. I'd rather get killed by the psycho who killed this slut in the forest than go to jail and get raped all the time by some fat fucks. You understand?
Yeah, but...
Just shut up, man. Just shut up!
I think we should call the cops, Luke.
If we don't call the cops, they may find us and blame us for it anyways.
Suddenly, one of our classmates, Gary, walks up to us.
Sup, guys? What are you talking about?
Nothing, nothing at all.
We just talked about this movie, Halloween. Do you know it?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's really scary, right?
Yeah, pretty scary.
I'd love to talk with you guys more, but I gotta go. I have to go study for a test.
See you, Gary.
Each of us guys are very different. Luke is very sarcastic and mean sometimes. He's a good actor and good at making excuses. I think he's really intelligent, but his ego outweighs his intelligence. Mike is the quiet but funny guy of us. He's always a good clown and makes everyone laugh, but he can also be very serious. Dwayne is the most paranoid of us. He always thinks the worst things will happen, and he is usually nervous. He's also really shy and annoying, like a little kid. So the whole day the relationship of my friends were tensed. We couldn't laugh and chill out. Couldn't make any jokes. Not even Mike said anything funny. We were near the woods when we heard a scream. It was from the forest again. This time, no one wanted to go. Everyone looked at Luke. Of course he was curious about what it was, but he was either really afraid or just didn't want to get involved in the whole thing. As I looked in the eyes of my friends, I could see that they wanted to cry from fear and guilt. Finally, I said, "Guys, this isn't right. Let's look, but this time we should call the cops."
How many times do we talk about this? We won't call the fucking cops.
"I'll go in there. If no one comes with me, I'll go alone."
Kyle, please don't go. What if there really is a psycho out there who kills tons of people who go into this forest?
"Come on, Luke. You've got balls. Come with me, or are you too scared?"
I'm not afraid. Why should I be? I don't think there's a crazy maniac with a chainsaw. I mean, we're not in Texas.
"Are you coming with me, or are you just a little wimp?"
Alright, I'll go with you. But it's not a big deal.
Hey, wait for me. I don't want to be alone here.
Wait, guys, don't leave me. I'll come along too.
So we began to go into the forest again, but this time it was different. Very different. It was evening at 8 p.m. We heard noises from the bushes. It was like something was in there. Something big. Bigger than a fox or raccoon. It was human. I tried to show toughness, so I just ignored the fact that something, or someone, was watching us. Luke was also afraid. He didn't want to look scared either, so he just showed himself as tough and strong. Mike almost cried, and Dwayne wasn't in the best mood either. Luke said,
Now we're here. So what? It's nothing. Let's just go.
"There must be something," I said. As we walked deeper and deeper into the forest, the noise from the bushes got louder and louder. Then I stumbled over something. It was a leg. We looked closely and saw, again, a body. The blood was also fresh, and his face was demolished badly.
What is this in the bushes?
Suddenly, something jumped out of the bushes. It was dark. I couldn't see it that well, but it looked like a man. He had a strange mask on and smelled like rotting corpses. He screamed at us and started to laugh maniacally, and then he attacked us with an axe. We all could flee. Except Mike. The maniac took Mike as he screamed for help. I wanted to go help Mike by pushing the man away from him, but Luke stopped me, so we three ran off. We heard Mike screaming, and I cried quietly. I heard how the axe permeated his body, and I heard how Mike screamed to us. I heard the disgusting laughter of the murderer. Mike was my friend. He was our friend. We just left him with this crazy maniac to die. I cried when I laid down in my bed. I told the whole story to my parents the next day. They called the police. I told them everything I knew. That week, I lost a friend. 9 months later, the whole forest was searched through in order to find the man. They couldn't find him. Maybe he left. Maybe he's dead. The whole town went crazy, and everyone is paranoid. No one found him. Some say he is still in the woods near Seattle. All in all, I can say I don't know what happened on that night. And I don't know who the guy is. Some say he's an old Vietnam veteran who lives in the woods. Others claim he's just a drunk homeless man, or a cannibal, a rapist, a psycho who flew from the asylum nearby, a stalker. No one knows for sure who he is, but everybody calls him the Woodman.